He's alone in pitch-black woodland, EMF meter spiking at a crossroad, and something in the dark is already answering back before he's even asked a question. So, what happened? It's February 26, 2022 in Daring Woods, also known as Screaming Woods, in Pluckley, Kent, England, Journeyman's Hidden Realms, a UK-based solo paranormal investigator who spends his nights in the kind of places that make most people sleep with the lights on. He works with night vision camcorders, EMF meters, audio recorders, and spirit box apps. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know that investigating woods called Screaming Woods at 3:30 a.m. is almost never a great idea. The footage exists, so let's take a look.
Here, as you can see, I'm certainly getting some EMF spikes. I'm getting some issues with my camera at the moment, so please bear with me. So as you can see, we're getting some EMF spikes here currently. I'm not sure if you can see that. We're about, as I said, about a third of a mile into the woods. There's actually a split here. Hope you can see that. It actually runs in 4 directions. So I think what we'll do, we'll put this camera down, we'll leave it recording. And as you can see by the EMF, there's been responses. I'll hold.
The investigator ventures deep into the mud alone at around 3:30 a.m. He sets up at an isolated 4-way path split. The EMF meter immediately triggers aggressive, sustained spikes right at the crossroads, heavy atmosphere before he's even begun asking questions.
I just heard yes. Could you give me some sign? Flames. Was someone burnt here? Did someone die in a fire? I'm listening. Can you give me something? Could you possibly just give me some sign that you're here? Don't leave. Don't leave just come through on the Ghost Tube app. I won't leave. If you want to talk to me, I'm more than happy to stay here and talk to you.
He's attempting communication in the silent, moonless woods. A clear, distinct, disembodied voice breaks through his recording equipment. Direct, immediate, intelligent. It answers him with a single word. Yes. Something is standing beside him in the dark.
Do not enter the woods any further. Or do not communicate with you. These are creepy trees. Are you going to scratch me to let me know that you're here? Please give me something else. It's obvious that you want to talk to me. And I'm very pleased that you leave you alone. I'm sorry if I'm offending you in any way. All I want to do is talk. Hell? Are you in hell, or are you telling me to go to hell? Not what I expect.
He switches to a ghost hunting application. The communication intensifies rapidly. A flurry of specific, unsettling words delivered in quick succession. Flames. Don't leave. Murdered. Buried. Right as these words come through, rustling sounds break out in the thick undergrowth nearby. Running footsteps.
Easy suddenly. That's an odd feeling. Are you affecting me now? I feel like you're trying to affect me. I've come over very dizzy. Is that you? That's an odd feeling. I felt like something come up on me. I've just got this dizzy head. Are you attaching yourself to me?
What should I do?
First thing you should do is leave me alone if that's you affecting me.
Lower. Leave me alone.
Okay.
Asylum.
Asylum.
The tone turns openly hostile. The device outputs demanding words. Scratch. Leave you alone. Then, hell. And a specific name. Catherine. The environment shifts from eerie to genuinely threatening. The entity exerts direct physical effect. The investigator is suddenly hit by severe vertigo and overwhelming dizziness, describing it as a presence attempting to attach itself to him. Immediately following this, a loud crashing movement occurs in the brush directly behind him. He jumps. The camera shakes. Realizing he's pushed too far, the investigator apologizes to Catherine, demands the spirit step back to lift the dizziness, and warns whatever's out there not to follow him home. He packs up and retreats through the muddy trails, leaving behind an entity that proved itself active, territorial, and dominant in the dead of night. The EMF spiked when he arrived. The voice answered when he called, and the dizziness hit when he stayed too long. Coincidence? Probably. But in woods like these, you start connecting dots that might not actually be there. Or maybe they are. But honestly, that was way too close for comfort. They came to leave peanut butter as an offering. They left with broken equipment, a man on the ground, and something watching them from the tree line that definitely didn't want them there. Let's get into it. The second video tonight comes from Alaskan Bigfooter, a raw, tension-driven cryptid research channel run by a guy named Todd who spends his nights in Sasquatch hotspots with thermal imaging and infrared gear. No clickbait, no gimmicks, just boots on the ground tracking in places where the trees themselves seem to be watching. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know that finding X-stick structures in the woods is nature's way of saying, you're not welcome here. It's April 21st, 2026 at Little Twin Lakes Campground in Washington State, USA. He made it out with the footage, so here we are.
I'm trying to find...
We've been in
Oh, sorry, Scott. I'm trying to figure out my way in here.
and the vibe has been different at different times.
And how are you feeling about it now?
I feel really good. I feel welcomed.
I've already thought I've heard like movement or two little like twig snaps.
This area in the past has felt really creepy. In through here.
I'm not getting a good limb.
But I'm not feeling that right now.
Oh, that'll change.
It's definitely squatchy. It's
Yeah.
definitely, there is a presence, but I'm not getting that creeped out
Right.
feel.
I agree. Same feeling.
Feels welcoming.
Feel squatchy but welcoming. Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
Like I said, that may change.
Mmm, yummy.
The team enters dense woodland, intending to leave a jar of peanut butter as an offering. Initially, the atmosphere feels welcoming, despite a distinct, squatchy presence. But as they venture deeper, they find heavy, fresh animal scratches stretching high up on tree bark, alongside multiple deliberate X-stick structures. The environment shifts, heavy feeling, labored breathing, the kind of pressure that sits on your chest before anything has actually happened.
I swear I saw a head with glowing eyes. I'm kind of freaked out with this IR. See. What the? And I'm little freaked right now. Something's throwing boulders in the freaking water, dude. That scared the freak. What is that red light there? And I'm looking at, you have a camera there, right?
Oh my God.
Oh, shit. Are you okay?
Come on, guys. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, no.
Like upright body size heat signature. I see it right now. I'm looking right at it. It's not moving. No, but it's right. One body size heat signature. I see it. I see it. Possibility that it's a tree, you know, the bars that got treated the last little bit of the sun.
Tension builds. An investigator peers through the infrared camera lens into the pitch black. A distinct head with glowing eyes stares directly back at them from the dark brush, static, unblinking, watching. The encounter turns aggressively hostile. An unseen force violently hurls a massive rock or boulder into nearby water. The impact causes absolute panic. One investigator trips and crashes to the ground in the darkness, temporarily breaking a piece of camera equipment. Chaos in the black. Scrambling to recover from the fall, the team uses thermal imaging to scan the tree line. They immediately lock onto a chilling static upright body-sized heat signature, standing completely still in the brush, watching, tracking their every move. Directly after spotting the entity, the team hears another loud vocalization close by. The creature's welcoming attitude has vanished. It wants them out of its territory. They abandon the investigation and flee the campground, concluding they were actively chased out of the woods. They brought peanut butter. Something brought rocks. The thermal camera caught what the eye couldn't, a body-shaped heat signature standing motionless while they scrambled in the dirt. Coincidence? Probably. But in forests like these, you start connecting dots that might not actually be there. Or maybe they are. But honestly, that was insane. He came back to a bridge where something drained every battery he had. This time he brought spares. It wasn't enough. So, what happened? The third video tonight comes from Rick's Paranormal Adventures, a gritty UK ghost hunting channel where Rick and his crew brave harsh elements to test the boundary between history and the paranormal. Bridges with dark histories rarely stay quiet after dark. The camera kept rolling, so here we are. It's April 14th, 2026 at Judy Bridge in Bradford, West Yorkshire, England.
Welcome back to Rick's Adventures, everyone. Thank you for joining. Tonight I am returning to Judy Woods. Last time I was here, I was forced to leave because something drained both my batteries in my torches and it drained the battery in my camera as well. Tonight I brought backup batteries with me, so I'm not going to get forced to leave, and I'm going to complete this investigation into Judy North to see if she's here and to see if we can capture anything with Captain Beavers, the Headless Horseman, and anything else that might haunt these woods. So we've just arrived now at the bridge. All the wildlife's kicking off with us because it's not expecting us to be here. But I'm more interested, obviously, in Judy and Captain Beavers tonight. And this time, we're going to see it out until we capture something paranormal. Right, boys, this is Judy.
Rick and his son arrive at Judy Bridge, a notorious hotspot known for historical tragedies. During his last visit, something drained the batteries in all his gear, forcing him to abandon the investigation. He begins calling out into the darkness. Almost immediately, the weather turns harsh and strange walking sounds start nearby. Footsteps that don't belong to them.
Cat ball. So that one's just gone off. Put your EMF near it, see if it lights up or anything. Spirit, if that was you, thank you very much. So you saw that I'd settled them down before that went off. They all switched off. So we'll see if it happens again tonight with any others that we've got. Thank you for that.
To stir up dormant energy, Rick produces a replica of an Aztec death whistle and lets out a piercing blast into the empty forest. Seconds after the scream fades, distinct heavy footsteps and loud cracking noises break the silence, sounding like something just stepped directly off a nearby wooden walkway.
EMF. Glowing eyes? Yeah. Where? Come here, Richard, because you're better off with us. Well, what it? What it big?
I don't know, something through these.
Oh shit, yeah. No, that wasn't glowing eyes.
No, that's over there. They're like literally here.
Right, just stop here. We do not need to go further than this. Any spirits with us tonight? Can you come show yourself on my device? On my camera?
Venturing deeper for cover from the escalating downpour, the team spots a pair of disembodied glowing eyes watching them from the pitch-black brush. Rick stops the group in their tracks. They don't need to go any further into the dark territory.
Just come up the steps. That camera just cut out, guys, while I've captured an EV, while I'm capturing spirits on here. There's one on the steps.
Are you aware I'm here? Yes, I'm here.
Can you see him? Why's that gone off? I'll just point that to the steps there. Spirit, show yourself on my camera. Thank you. Is that you? What's your, can you come closer to us? Looks like he wants to. Yeah, but to me it looks like someone wants to jump in. It's facing it. Do you know what I mean? Spirit, I'm going to come closer to you.
The investigation reaches its climax when the crew's spirit talker device issues a chilling verbal warning. Be careful. Moments later, the investigators catch sight of a fast-moving, completely black shadow mass sprinting directly across Judy Bridge. Immediately after witnessing the shadow figure, Rick determines they've pushed their luck far enough, especially as the worsening rain threatens to destroy their non-waterproof gear. They pack up quickly and retreat from the woods for the night. The cat ball activated on command. The death whistle summoned footsteps. The SLS camera caught a stick figure climbing stairs, and the spirit talker said, "Be careful," right before a shadow ran across the bridge. Rick came back to prove the legends were just stories. He left with proof that something on that bridge doesn't like visitors. But honestly, I'm still trying to process what just happened there. A campground where car doors slam in the dead of night, and no one's there to close them. Where something moves through the treetops faster than anything that size should move. And where the footprints are bigger than size, 13 boots. You need to see what happened next. The fourth video tonight comes from Bushcraft Explorer, a US channel hosted by Marshall, a retired outdoorsman who documents wilderness survival, gold prospecting, and long-term camping alongside occasional paranormal researchers investigating cryptid activity. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know that campgrounds with names like Gypsy Meadows in the Pacific Northwest tend to come with stories attached. This is what came back. So here we are. It's June 11th, 2025, at Gypsy Meadows Campground in Washington State, USA.
Last year, before, I can't remember. Oh, here in a car door?
Yeah.
All right, so at around 12:30, heard a single car door in that direction towards the other part of the campground, right?
Oh, yeah?
So I figured, oh, someone's here. So I immediately walked down there. No one there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Upon setting up camp near Mount Salmo, Marshall meets fellow campers David and Curtis, who traveled from California to investigate the area. They recount the eerie start to a previous trip. Around 12:30 a.m., the distinct sound of a single car door slamming echoed from the other end of the campground. A witness walked down to check for a new arrival, only to find the area completely dark, empty, and silent.
The next day he told us that that basically one may have been in the tree above him, and David, when he woke up, he thought that they were moving through that guy's camp. That's where it was. And next day we found there's a game trail maybe 50 feet in, so that's probably where it happened. And then came across this road, and right over here where the last horse post is, there's a little bit of meadow. David found where they kind of trampled down some grass and went up the ridge behind, these camps up to the road. And
the hoots started over there, and it just moved, and it was moving fast. It was going like, woo, woo, woo. And I think they got towards where this camp was, and all of a sudden there was just that rah, 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 like they were angry. They were like mad talking to each other. Okay. Hey.
Nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you, yeah.
Join the campfire.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What they said about the owls, because you said that's odd that the owl.
The witnesses detail the main encounter. Deep into the night, rapid aggressive whoo sounds broke out in the timber, moving through the woods at impossible speed. The vocalizations sounded like multiple creatures communicating in an angry, frantic dialogue. The sounds eventually moved directly into the campsite. David woke to realize one of the entities was moving through the tree canopy directly above his tent.
First day, David found a 14-inch footprint. If you go to the end of the meadow, there's a trail probably a quarter mile in. He found a footprint just in the bed of the forest. And it was one footprint. It was weird. Why is there only one? But it David and I each wear 13s, and it was bigger than our shoe, our boot.
Before they got here, Will was going, well, I wonder, you always wonder what the wives of men who are into the Sasquatch thing, what they think, but they're actually sound like they're kind of into it. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, I came back over here to finish setting up my camp and hopefully make myself some dinner.
So a little red in the middle, that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm still on dirty carnivore. It's been pretty good, transitioning slowly. But man, it feels so much better. I've lost about 8 pounds since I started 5 weeks ago, but I didn't start eating carnivore because I wanted to lose weight. I needed to because all the visceral fat, couldn't believe.
During the current expedition, The team tracks the travel corridor roughly a quarter of a mile into the dense wilderness. David discovers a massive isolated 14-inch footprint pressed deeply into the forest floor, cleanly and comfortably outsizing the heavy-duty size 13 boots worn by the researchers. After completing their tracking hike along Sullivan Creek, the team faces their own minor hurdle when they become completely disoriented under the dense, towering old-growth canopy. Walking in circles, they're forced to rely on mobile GPS mapping to navigate back to base camp, leaving behind an area where humans are clearly being observed. The car door slammed, but nobody was there. The whoo sounds moved through the canopy above the tent. The footprints were 14 inches, and the figures were seen running behind the tents by someone who wasn't even with the main group. That was creepy. They came to track Sasquatch with subscribers in the North Carolina backcountry. They left with a dog that wouldn't stop whining, a voice calling from the brush, and something knocking on trees in the dark. Let's see what happened. The fifth video tonight comes from Oreo Speedwagon R/T, a grounded vlog-style outdoor channel run by Tommy and Rachel, a husband and wife duo who document van life, authentic travels, and collaborative field expeditions, tracking Sasquatch activity. They survived to post this, so here we are. It's May 20th, 2023, in a rugged sector of National Forest in North Carolina, USA.
In the Pisgah National Forest in North Carolina. We're here with one subscriber and a few friends, and these people know a lot about Sasquatch, more than we will ever know. Sitting around the fire.
Heard some interesting stories.
Interesting stories, and there's apparently a lot of activity right here. And this, I mean, it's rugged. You saw it coming in. It's rugged. So one of our group is up in here. A couple of them are down here, but they're saying up in the middle up here.
While scouting the tree line, an investigator catches a sudden glimpse of something large moving behind the brush using a red lens headlamp. Moving in to inspect, the team discovers fresh lateral ground impressions, flattened foliage, and freshly snapped branches. Accompanying the physical disturbance is an intense, sudden, overpowering foul stench resembling urine, indicating a large entity had been hiding there moments prior.
Badger, why are you whining, buddy? What's the matter, buddy? This little dude right here has been acting hyper weird. What is it, Badger? Red.
Well, there was definitely a breath coming up from this way. Sounded like,
up in there.
You know, like when your dog just feels settled in and goes.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like that, but much lower.
Much lower.
Yeah.
Back at base camp, the environment grows increasingly tense. The team's dog, Badger, begins acting incredibly strange, highly hyper and anxious, refusing to leave the presenter's side while continuously whining and tracking invisible scents moving through the air just beyond the firelight.
Oh, it wasn't.
The onion.
Heard a man's voice.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't want to go past it because
And it was like 150 feet behind us. When you saw our red lights right here.
Right here. And caught a single knock. And
hear it reverberate through the valley.
And a light. You can see it on here.
Now there is one light too that would just go zip across the string too. God only knows what that was.
I'm associated with the wood knock.
Yes, it was right.
Yeah.
It was.
While retreating from the unknown voice, an investigator captures a single massive wood knock, echoing loudly across the terrain. In tandem with the sound, a mysterious light is witnessed, zipping rapidly across the stream and through the tree line, closely tied to the location of the wood knock. After safely reuniting back at the campfire at roughly 1:30 a.m., The group debriefs and compares the external tree knocks against their own communication signals. Local guides reveal that just 24 hours prior, loud whooping vocalizations had been heard echoing back and forth across the ridges at dawn, leaving the team with clear evidence that the dense North Carolina wilderness holds a highly active, unverified presence. Something moved in the brush and left a stench. The dog tracked scents that weren't there. A voice called from 150 feet away near a hidden spring, and the wood knocks came from somewhere else in the valley. Honestly, that was terrifying. He came to investigate legends of a demonic black dog and a lady in green in a place the locals told him never to enter alone at night. He left with shredded tents, ground-shaking thuds, and something that told him to run. This is what he found. The sixth and final video tonight comes from Moxley's Paranormal World, a UK-based channel where Moxley conducts gritty solo paranormal investigations and urban exploration in Britain's most isolated and cursed locations. K2 meter, Hexcom, Spirit Talker, the full kit. And if you've been watching this channel for a while, you already know that woods called Hellhound Forest don't get names like that from friendly wildlife. He made it out to post this, so here we are. It's April 2nd, 2026 in Hellhound Forest, United Kingdom.
People have witnessed a lot of unusual stuff going on, a lot of paranormal activity inside here. One of the main ones is a hellhound that's been supposedly seen roaming the disused road, and there's a load of abandoned ruins as well. Come from back in here. Is there something back there?
Moxley enters dense woodland to investigate legends of a demonic black dog and a lady in green. Locals warned him never to come here alone at night. As he navigates the disused mill road, natural wildlife sounds vanish, replaced by oppressive silence and the persistent skin-crawling sensation of being stalked from the tree line.
Eyes. First thing, black eyes, and I've literally just heard whistling. Rumbling noise, but I felt that under my feet as well. What the hell is that? And again I felt it under my feet. It was coming from where we've just been.
I'm in your head.
You playing with me? What is that?
A loud boom echoes through the forest, followed by rhythmic tree knocking. The communication device reinforces the aggression. Don't provoke us. Moxley has entered territory where he is strictly unwelcome.
That was loud. That was a boom. And now I've come back here.
Too messy to haunt.
Too messy to haunt. Too messy to haunt. That one's tickled me actually. There's something glistening up here and I just want to go check it out. Is that a disused push bike?
Moxley stumbles upon a shredded abandoned tent and scattered food supplies deep in the woods. The state of the camp suggests a hasty retreat by a previous occupant, a grim real-world layer of danger to the paranormal investigation.
It's like a black mass. I don't know what it was. Well, it was in the shape of a person, only around about, I don't know, I'd like to say around about this big, compared to Yeah. Around about this big. That is giving me chills. That is literally giving me chills. Just trying to listen.
The investigation reaches its climax when Moxley's flashlight catches a small person-shaped black mass darting between the trees. Dense shadow, moving with unnatural speed, confirming his suspicion that he has been followed by a physical manifestation throughout the night. Something told him to run. Something knocked on trees and said, "Don't provoke us." Something left a tent in shreds, and something black and person-shaped ran between the trees when his light hit it. But honestly, I think I'll be sleeping with the lights on tonight. That's it for tonight. If you watched all the way to the end, you're either very brave or you made some questionable life choices. Either way, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and click one of the videos on screen. I'll be back soon with more reasons to stay indoors. See you then. And if you made it this far, there was a hidden word somewhere in tonight's video. Drop it in the comments if you caught it.